I'm back from the dead. So I think the last time I recorded, um, it was also a digital painting. However, it was full body. This time it will be just portrait. Um, Wait. I would also like to thank my subscribers who haven't unsubscribed. So thank you so much. Uh, this will I don't know if you noticed, but my other videos aren't visible anymore. I actually set them on private because I wanted to go on a different niche. Um, However, I will both be doing digital and traditional painting, but it won't be instructional anymore because I've decided to make my YouTube video topics, a paint and talk or draw and talk. I would talk about my experience as a growing artist, and I think I have a lot to talk about, especially on when it comes to the struggles that I faced during the pandemic and I think a lot of artists relate to this because during the pandemic a lot of um, the shows that I was supposed to go to or the exhibits that I wanted to propose got cancelled, so that's kind of a bummer. But anyway, yeah, this will just be like that. I will just talk, and while the digital painting is ongoing, and if you want to learn, you can just look at the process. That's how I learned. I'm a self-taught artist, FYI. So I decided I won't be sharing or explaining how I learned this yet. Later on I will be, but for now you can just watch and listen to me talk. Maybe make a cup of coffee or tea and listen to me ramble. So I guess I didn't plan this. Actually, I didn't have any script. I just wanted to practice just talking and have my ideas flow. I got this. I actually thought of doing this when I saw Cosmic Spectrum's YouTube videos where she shows her work process and talk about her experiences, and I'm like, that's actually a really convenient way to make YouTube videos. So yeah, I guess my first topic is I want to talk about my progress. I actually learned a lot from Angel GANEV. I don't know if you've heard of him, but I actually saw his ads first, and it was all over the place. It was on Facebook, it was on Instagram, and when I saw it, I was curious what this is all about. I've known him from before, and I've seen his artworks. I was also a follower from way back, but I didn't know that he has a drawing tutorial on portraits. I think it's called a portrait accelerator, but it was really expensive for me, and oh shoot, I have bills and other things I need to pay for. So I looked at his other tutorials, and I actually combed through the videos and saw a lot of really helpful tutorials, and it was I think he put there the poster for his 10-day progress. I think it was you have to do this, no, 10 step, no, not 10 day, 10 step work or assignment you need to do. So it was very helpful. I studied it for about 2 to 3 weeks, and it there was a dramatic change compared to my last portrait drawings from before, and I'm currently still doing that, not the 10 day, but the the steps, the 10, I'm not doing it every day, but the 10 steps I'm still following it, which is very helpful, and it's making me progress faster. And I think it would really help you guys also if you're lost when it comes to drawing portraits. I'm going to place the link down below. And also I just realized that maybe he should really delete this video because it's gonna give people like some sort of, oh wait, I can just not buy the portrait accelerator and just use this. But anyway, I think the portrait accelerator can be even more helpful. So in a way, making a shout out like this, I feel like I have to give back because I really learned a lot. I really learned a lot from his tutorials. There was even a 1 hour one where he the explanation for the portrait and how to use light, shape, and shadows. It was very detailed, and I'm also gonna place the link down below for that specific video. What else? Okay, going back to this type of video that I'm making, I mentioned cosmic spectrum, and I really like the way she talked about her artist journey, and I think I'm gonna do that because also it's very clever of her to think of doing that instead of carefully. I think I don't know if she has those kinds of videos, but the most of the videos that I come across on is where she talks about her experiences. So I think for me, okay, that's easier for me to do because I have a lot of stuff on my plate. I have work and I have personal work that I want to focus more on. So it would be like, instead of the YouTube video as something that I have to be perfect on or be more entertaining, it would be just like therapy, I guess. And I hope when somebody comes across this, they find it at least helpful when they look at my process, and also listen to me ramble. So okay, so what else do we have to talk about? Because I didn't make a script for this. Yeah, I'm so confident to do that, but I'm just too tired to do a script right now. Like for me, this is gonna be my welcome video for the new niche that I wanna go in, and I might do a live drawing, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know what topic yet I'm going to do for my next video, but yeah. And what else? Oh, my experience during the pandemic. I think all I can share on that is it was very challenging for me because I recently had my first job as an illustrator, and all I can say is don't sacrifice your health for your work, because I think a lot of us hear that already, but it actually takes a toll on your creativity. It also takes a toll on your physical health. I've recently been buying hair care products just for my hair not to fall off. It's falling off a lot, and I got really worried. It's the stress, when people say they're stressed, like they're not kidding. Like it's not something. Before, when I hear that, I'm like, you're just overreacting. I hear like stress as when people say stress, I see them as like they're just overreacting or something. But no, when I experience it, it's so different. And when you're an artist and you're under stress, I don't know if you experience this, but it kind of paralyzes you in a way that you just stare at your drawings, at a blank paper, and you can't draw. It's different for work because there's instructions, and it's kind of easier. But when you want to do your personal work, you just go blank. It's as if something or your own mind is stopping you because you're already so worked up. And I remember when I was listening to one of Cosmic Spectrum's videos, it's like your energy, your creative energy is limited. You have to recharge. And when she said that, I really felt it, and I'm like, how am I going to do, like, I've been having trouble finding time for my personal work because I don't want to work for a client forever. I want to be an independent artist. I mean, that's my end goal. And it's really different when you're working on your own project, because you're building your own dreams. When you work for someone, you're building somebody else's dream. It's good, like, practical wise, it's stable. However, in the long run, that's not something I want to do. And I guess that's the reason why I also wanted to revive this YouTube, because I was hoping this could be a different income, for stream of income. I know, is that the right term? I don't know. Anyway, a different stream of income. And I'm also happy to say that I'm organizing an exhibit. So I won't tell much details, but it will be next year. So that's also a new stream of income that I want to target. And I'm also currently trying to finish my first ever coloring book. It's a 35 to 40 page coloring book. So I have, thank God, I now have more time for my personal work, but I'm still juggling, and I'm trying my best not to waste my creative energy on my spare time. I rest. I don't bombard myself with tutorial videos, because before I do that, I just watch tutorial videos, or when I should be resting, I'm drawing, which is not good. Rest should be for rest, and I guess that's one of the reasons why I ran out of creative energy. And I think when I am sharing this, because maybe you also do that, like that feeling where you're not supposed to work, but you work, and then you end up working till I think for 16 hours or even 24 hours, it. And that sounds like, wow, cool, that sounds so badass, but it's not. It's gonna take a toll on you, and not you're productive on those times, but actually you're losing way more in the long run, because you're gonna end up not wanting to work the next days. So you're not gonna win on the long run on that. So that's what I've been trying to discipline myself on, to rest properly, to not work when I need to rest. So, okay, what else? Aside from what I've been working on, I think I've been trying to get back to tradition. Yeah, because the exhibit is actually gonna be I'm gonna do traditional artworks. I'm trying to get back to doing traditional again, because it's something I don't want to. It's a skill I never want to lose, because that's how I started attending exhibits, my art, on 2018. I think that was when I decided to pursue a different career path, because I'm a registered nurse, and I used to work in the hospital, and I wasn't very happy with my job. I knew it was not where I was supposed to be. So I decided 2018 to actually quit my job and self and go back to art. And ever since then, I never looked back. And it was probably the best decision I've made. A decision I've made, I think, too late, but whatever. At least I made it, and now I'm here, and I'm very happy with my progress, and I want to take it to the next level next year by organizing an exhibit. um, I'm planning to, after the exhibit, if it goes well, I'm planning to do another one and build my traditional art portfolio. So yeah, that's something I forgot along the way when I was pursuing digital art. But I know I needed to, because when it comes to digital art, it's very easy to get a job. It's very easy to get commissions, and it's good as a backup plan, and it's good because I have fundings, because of I'm very thankful for it, because I have fundings for my personal projects. So I went with the practical decision first, of course, and now I really hope 2022 will be more exhibit friendly, I guess. So yep, hoping for the best on that. And also, I think that's the only topic that I wanted to discuss. Yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I will only be doing a portrait, showing the portrait version of this digital painting. I won't be showing the entire body because Bandicam, I don't know if you can see. Oh, it's there. Bandicam, I'm using Bandicam as a screen recorder, and it only records for 10 minutes, and it's very helpful, but it's kind of annoying. Just I'm not sure if you see it all the time that the video is cut and then the app shows. So I have to do that. I have to record for every 10 minutes and stop and then record again. And when I'm using my app, my drawing app, it loads. So I didn't go for the entire body. I'll just show the portrait. And what else? I also started Twitter. It's a very different platform when it comes to sharing art. It's not, for me, it's not as the art displays there is not as good as Instagram and Facebook, because it's mostly tweets. But I really like the new people that I've encountered, and I actually enjoy looking at my Twitter feed and seeing their tweets and interacting with people. I actually interact more on Twitter, more than Instagram. So I made Twitter because of the Facebook and the Instagram going down, so I had a scare. So like Twitter and YouTube, I was like, oh shoot, I need to revive my YouTube, I need to make a Twitter. Oh yeah, and even TikTok, I didn't revive because my old account, I forgot my password already. So I made a new TikTok account. I haven't posted anything on it yet, but I'm planning to this week. So yeah, that's something I wish. No, not I wish. That's something I want to be more consistent on my YouTube videos and my TikTok account. Ideally, I want to post every Monday on YouTube, or at least once a week, one YouTube video a week, where I draw and talk about important topics. the next video will be I will be more organized with my topics, but for now I just want to release anything I want to say, and hopefully someone will hear this and they can relate, and they can, guys, if you hear this and you can relate to what I've been through, you can comment down below. Would love to talk. And also, when you're watching my digital painting, if you think you can give me tips or something that I've missed, or something that you think I can, the technique I used I can improve on, you're very welcome to comment down below. I very much appreciate helpful suggestions. What else do I need to talk about? I'm not sure if I talked about mental health. Oh yeah, the mental health thing, I want to expound on. Aside from resting, I think one of the things that actually paralyzed me from focusing on my personal work is I was expecting too much perfection from myself, and it hindered me from making my drawings look more alive, or at least that's what I think. For me before, no, not before, the past months, I do a digital painting, or a personal artwork, and it takes me a long time to conceptualize, because before I even actually do the work, I'm already thinking about the future mistakes I'm gonna make. Like, I don't know why that's happening to me. I'm not really sure. I was an overthinker before, and I think about the future a lot, but I think during the pandemic, me doing that has gone really worse. It's getting to my artworks, and it's contributing to my I'm gonna call it paralyzing art paralysis. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's how I felt. I look at my artwork and then I draw. At first, it looks okay, but then I think about all the mistakes. I see a lot of mistakes, and it keeps me from finishing it, and it's very discouraging. And that's why I only post I think once a month. I'm not really sure, but once a month or twice a month, it's supposed to be. I want to post at least once or twice a week, but it's keeping me from doing that. And even on my personal artworks, I just get stuck with one thing, with an idea, and then my mind tells me that, okay, that's not good, you should stop doing that, instead of actually doing the work and then seeing the mistake and then continually doing it, instead of thinking about future mistakes that hasn't happened yet. So I don't know if any of you experienced that, but yeah, that's one of the things that paralyzed me. I recently just stopped listening to those thoughts and listening to Enya and Aurora and words of affirmations on YouTube. It's very helpful and it made me do better when it comes to doing that. And I've learned not to mind the mistakes and not to mind the voice in my head about the future mistakes, because it's not very logical to believe it. it hasn't happened yet, and it's I don't know if you've experienced that. Don't listen to it and just keep doing what you need to do, because and it's okay to make mistakes. I keep telling myself that as well. um, Being a perfectionist is is not it's not a very good thing. It can hinder your growth as an artist. And welcome mistakes, because oftentimes when you make mistakes, that's when you learn. And I want to also mention a YouTuber where I learned that from, Mr. Ethan Becker. And he was he was the first person I heard the term fail fail perfectly. I don't know, but the thought is you have intelligent failing, I guess. So yeah, what it means basically is when you work on something and it looks bad, move on to the next, until like later on you're gonna make lesser mistakes when you move on to the next and the next and the next. And I tried that, and it works, and it's really good for your productivity. And yeah, those are two of the things that has helped me overcome the art paralysis. So what was that? Recap: listening to Enya, listening to very soothing musics, not listening to the voice in my head that's telling me about future mistakes, and also failing intelligently. So yeah, wait, those are three. So yeah, anyway, those are the three things that help me have a better perspective. And resting properly on the times that you need to rest. And I don't know if you feel this way, but I really get tempted to work on my off days, because I've assigned off days, and I get tempted to work. It's actually Sunday today. Not supposed to do this YouTube record, but I'm doing it. But for me, this is a progress, because before I still draw, I still do my personal artworks, even if I'm not supposed to. But now at least I'm just talking, I'm just recording, and I plan on editing this tomorrow. I'm gonna control myself not to edit this video today. I'm just gonna relax today and have I think the only thing I need to do today is just have my meeting with my fellow exhibitors and do this voice record for this video. Yep, I'm not gonna work, I'm gonna relax, and I'm gonna sleep well, because I know if I work, I won't be able to be productive tomorrow. So anyways, that's enough of me rambling. I hope you learned something from what I've shared as a struggling artist in the pandemic, and on my digital painting playing while I talk. I am going to let the video play now and observe, and I hope you learn something from it as well. that's it for my Thena fan art digital paint and talk. Sorry for the long pause. For my paint and talk, I hope you like it, and I hope you enjoyed my little my ramblings. So do help a fellow artist out and like and subscribe. See you next time on the next. See you next time. See you on the next video. Bye.